Federal Court of Appeal sitting in Akure, Ondo State Capital, has affirmed the election of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, U.S. President Donald Trump's Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff arrived in Israel on Thursday to discuss ways to end the crisis in Gaza, where nearly 22 months of grinding war and dire shortages of food have drawn mounting international criticism. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency reported dozens of Palestinians killed late Wednesday when Israeli forces opened fire on a crowd attempting to block an aid convoy, the latest in the spate of near-daily incidents of desperate aid seekers being shot. At number 9, the Super Eagles B will face the Zanzibar national team on Thursday in the second and final friendly game before the commencement of the 2024 RTEAN tournament, which will be held in Tanzania, Uganda and Kenya, beginning from Saturday, Punch Sport Extra reports. Both sides met the first leg of the encounter on Monday at the Mao Zedong Stadium, with the game ending goalless. At number 8, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, has urged 13 newly graduated helicopter pilots of the Nigerian Air Force to uphold professionalism and embrace teamwork in meeting the challenges of modern warfare. He gave the charge at the combined graduation ceremony of the Integrated Helicopter Pilot Course 9/2024 and Airline Transport Pilot License Courses 2/2025, held at the International Helicopter Flying School in Enugu State. At number 7, the Independent National Electoral Commission has issued a stern warning to political parties in Ekiti State, including the All Progressive Congress, African Democratic Congress, and People's Democratic Party, against mobilizing underage individuals for the upcoming continuous voters registration ahead of the 2026 governorship elections. At number 6, the Court of Appeal Abuja Division has reaffirmed Musa Mohammed as the duly elected executive president of the Road Transport Employees Association of Nigeria. Delivering judgment, the three-member panel presided by Justice Hama Burka but read by Justice Abba Mohammed struck out the suit filed by Erio Osakpawan, describing it as academic and lacking in practical relevance, as the tenure in dispute had already expired and a fresh election has since been conducted. At number 5, the Kwara State High Court Ilorin has sentenced Abdurrahman Bello to death by hanging for killing Hafso Lawal, a final-year student of the College of Education Ilorin. Delivering her judgment on Thursday, Justice Hannah Ajayi, however, set free 4 others defendants and cleared them of any wrongdoings. At number 4, the Oyo State government has expressed its plans to embark on a digital address system for streets and house numbering across the state. The Commissioner for Land, Housing and Urban Development, Mr. Williams Fumilayo, disclosed on Wednesday at a meeting with Smart City Development Consults Limited, held at the ministry's conference room. He stated that the plan is part of Governor Seyi Makinde's Omititun 2.0 Sustainable Development Goals, noting that the project is in line with the promise made by the governor. At number 3, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Bagudu, has said that the 19 northern states experienced a 42.0% debt reduction from 1.98 trillion naira to 1.14 trillion naira as a result of the economic reforms of President Bola Tinubu's administration. He also noted that the debt portfolio of the 36 states and Abuja was reduced by 33.4% from 5.8 trillion naira to 3.8 trillion naira under the president's debt financial engineering. At number 2, a potential tanker fire disaster was averted in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, following the swift response of the Oyo State Fire Service Agency. The agency responded promptly to the distress call from the Eleyele area of Tuesday, 29 July 2025, regarding a tanker accident opposite AIB filling station. And at number 1, the Federal Court of Appeal sitting in Akure, Ondo State Capital, has affirmed the election of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, the APC candidate in the November 16, 2024 governorship election in the state. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.